Good afternoon to you all and welcome back to Balthazar's basement. The Kawasaki Z H2. Now this is a fantastic bike. It does have a couple of issues though. One of which is the really ugly face. You know, the frontal features of the bike are not great as standard. The weird double fairing thing I thought was really ugly, so I decided to get rid of that and go and watch my series of videos of how I did that. The results I think are quite good after this. It's never going to be as pretty as a Street Fighter V4 or something like that, but hey, when you're riding this bike, honestly you wouldn't give a damn, because I sincerely think it's one of the best bikes on the planet. And if you do like going fast, then it's the bike for you. But anyway, today what I wanted to talk about are the ridiculously low standard riders foot pegs, because even on a dry road, if you go around a roundabout, you are guaranteed to get the foot pegs down without going any serious speeds. You know, they really are ludicrously low even for the road. And on the track, I wouldn't even attempt to take this bike on the track with standard foot pegs. Yeah, I mean that would be horrendous. So I've had a few people actually ask me. I've been out and about racing on this bike, and a few people have asked me how I actually made these foot pegs. And the secret is that I didn't actually make all of the foot pegs. What I did is I modified the footrest from my old 2008 ZX10R Kawasaki. Here is a new set here. The old set I've got on the bike, but these are fairly cheap. I think they was £110. Very well made. Everybody knocks stuff made from China, but I actually say, you know, you can't fault that for the price. They're really well made. They work really well. I've had these on my ZX10R for several years and they've never let me down, you know. And if you compare the price of those and a bit of work making some brackets compared to actually buying a custom made set of rear sets for this bike, there are only 2 companies in the world make them currently, and I had a look at the prices and they were shocking. You know, $1,200, something like that, for a set of rear sets, which is clearly ridiculous. I mean, why would you pay that for something that's eventually going to get trashed? So yeah, I decided to make my own. So I will just pan the camera down here. This is the rear brake side. So you can see these are the original footrests, and they're set up off my ZX10R, and all I did was make some adapter brackets here. So these it took a bit of time to do the, you know, planning out and modelling, get everything in the right position, which, if you're going to do stuff like this, it's no big secret, but get some modelling clay. For complex shapes like this, some air drying modelling clay is probably your best friend, because you can cut and shape this to get around all of these intricate shapes, get everything in the right position. When this is air dried for 24-48 hours, it's rock hard. So you can even do things like put the threads into this this modelling clay, and you can mock everything up before you actually cut any metal, which is great. So that's what I did. I started off with the modelling clay, and after that I got some 12mm aluminium sheet. It's aircraft grade aluminium. You need some, you know, nice strong stuff. And I just used the mock-up from my modelling clay to scribe onto the aluminium. And after that, all it needed to do was go on to the milling machine So you can see I've milled out the shapes of these little brackets and put some lightning pockets in, because I didn't want to have too much weight on the resultant brackets, purely because I was keen to lose some weight off the bike, because anybody who's had one of these bikes before or ridden one will know how incredibly heavy they are as standard. And the main reason behind that is because of things like this. This is the standard rider's front brake setup, and you wouldn't believe how incredibly heavy that is. It is absolutely ridiculous. Why the Kawasaki engineers thought this was necessary is beyond me, because it just isn't. But there you go. I mean, Kawasaki do have some of the best engineers on the planet, but I think, you know, where this is concerned, they probably dropped the ball a bit. So my brackets actually, they weigh about, I would say, a 20th of what this weighs. You know, the whole setup with the brackets and the rear sets is about 20th of the weight of that. So yeah, that's all good. It's made the bike seriously lighter. I'll just take you around the other side of the bike and show you. Try not to make too much noise while I'm moving the camera. Right, so this is the gear change side. This is obviously slightly different because you basically you obviously have to get the foot pegs the same height on both sides of the machine, or else it would be a bit weird to ride. So you can see this bracket here is a completely different shape, and this side was actually a lot more fiddly than the brake side, because you have to take account of things like this. This is the quick changer for the bike, so it allows you to just slam the gearbox into gear while on the move without touching the clutch. So in order to get that into the correct orientation, what I had to do is buy a new lever for the gearbox. Here's the gearbox lever here. So this again is an aftermarket part from China, and this is off a ZX10R, I believe. It's nicely made again. It's got a nice ball swivel arrangement here. I've had to make another couple of little linkage rods to fit onto the quick changer, just here and here as well. So these have been manufactured as well to fit this set of rear sets. But once everything was lined up, everything was mocked up with the modelling clay, and I did some rough plates made out of aluminium as well, just to make sure that, you know, all of my calculations were correct. If anybody's done any of this home engineering malarkey, you will know that it's better to plan things out, you know, multiple times, make sure that everything is in the right position before you actually commit to making the final piece. Yeah, so that's about it really. They weren't particularly easy to make, I have to say. It was mainly because of all the mocking out and getting everything in the right position. These foot pegs are now, they're about 100mm further back on the bike, and they're 100mm further up, so they're just about perfect for track days now, and much better on the road actually, because they're still it's still a comfortable bike to ride. One of the main reasons I got this bike and got rid of the ZX10R is because the ZX10R was becoming a bit uncomfortable for me. I'm not as young as I used to be, and not as flexible as I used to be, so perhaps race replicas should be consigned to the bin, you know, for me. But I did want to still go on the track, so this was an absolute necessity for me to get my feet into a position where I'm not dragging them across the tarmac all the time. So I'll put a few pictures up on the screen so you can see the various stages I went through. Unfortunately, I didn't video any of the manufacturing process. I've only recently started this YouTube channel, so if I ever do this process again for another bike, I will video it so you can all see how exactly it was made. But for now, I'll put some pictures up on the screen here so you can see when the mock-up was on the bike. So as I said, I made a rough mock-up in aluminium first. I also I think I took some pictures when I'd finished Cerakoted the pieces before they went on the bike, so you can see the different shapes of the pieces. Yeah, so I think that's about it. I will be going to the track on Anglesey next Saturday, so hopefully the weather forecasting man is wrong, because he said it's 50% chance of rain, so hopefully he's wrong and we do get some you know, dryness on the track. That would be nice. I've just put some new Pirelli Super Corsas on the bike. They're actually the SPE version, so the mega sticky version. And I put some new track focus brake pads on the bike as well. So the brakes, they, you know, supposedly nice Brembo brakes that are on the bike as standard, they weren't particularly great when I first got the bike. I put new HEL brake lines on, the braided steel brake lines, and the new brake pads, and now I have to say these brakes are absolutely fantastic. You know, they're probably the best brakes I've used. So hopefully that will stop me when I'm on the track, fingers crossed. And I will get some footage, so I will be back then. So like and subscribe if you want to, and I will hopefully see you back soon. Bye for now.